Local police officers responded to a break-in around 4:30 a.m. at the Flea Club, located in the 2200 block of West Taylor Street, Chicago. When the police arrived, they found an SUV had been used to crash into the store. The shop's co-owner, Darris Kelly, claims that 4 to 5 crooks stole over $100,000 worth of goods and left. But what if I told you this wasn't the first time that this happened? Just devastation. My heart is broke, Kelly said. You put so much time and money into your store, someone just comes in overnight and takes your dream away. Now, back in March 2022, the store was robbed several times, all within the same month, resulting in over $110,000 worth of items being stolen from the shop. After those incidents, in an interview, Kelly explained that they spend 6 figures on security, but it doesn't matter because the thieves will just run a car in, which is exactly what just happened recently. They even already attempted to move locations, but clearly that wasn't enough to get the target off their back. It seems like the only solution is to move out of Chicago completely, but then they lose their local reputation, which had brought them so much business. So if they continue to get robbed, how in the world are they still in business? The answer is, of course, insurance. They claim that they had to eat a loss from the March 2022 break-in because they've struggled to get insurance due to the recurring burglaries, Kelly said. But it does sound like they did actually have insurance to some degree, as he did state that he hopes his new insurance will cover some of the losses from the later 2022 break-ins. Now, let me clarify. I definitely do not think there was any insurance fraud going on here. That would be quite a stretch. However, this is something that other stores have been caught doing, and many of the stores that do it don't get caught. From my perspective, seeing these guys as innocent, I definitely feel really sorry for their situation. Not only is it upsetting to hear that these criminals keep getting away with it with no consequences, but this is the type of shop that you'd really like to see do well. Kelly and his co-owner, Brian Boo Sledge, are childhood friends who started the business out of a Maywood home. They've tried to give back to the area with backpack giveaways, toy donations, and even sponsoring local sports teams. I just wish people knew our story, Kelly said. We went from out the house in the alley to Madison to Western, and we're finally here. This is the best thing we had. But while this is super upsetting to hear, it does make you question why still haven't they left Chicago, especially when they said in 2022 that they might have to. And I think the answer to that is obvious, because they don't have to. Because it seems like they're still able to get sufficient money back from insurance to stay in business. And if they don't have to, why would they? They'd be giving up a reputation they built in Chicago, and moving in general for a small business is just not easy at all. And so again, I just want to clarify, I don't think any insurance fraud is going on here. But given the fact that they are still able to stay in business and get insurance to some degree after multiple robberies, don't you think other small business owners see this and consider that option? We've seen stores get caught for this many times, even outside of the sneaker community. Imagine all the stores that don't get caught, though, and it gets even more interesting when the sneakers are on consignment. I swear, someone needs to make a documentary on this because it's really interesting, but not many people talk about it. But again, to clarify, for this specific case, this specific Chicago store, I genuinely do think that they're honest victims. But again, if they had to move out of Chicago, don't you think they would have by now? Somehow, they're still in business and decided to continue operating in Chicago, though, so I'd imagine insurance must have pulled through to some degree. If the owners are watching this and want to provide some more detail on how much insurance was able to compensate them, I'd love to do an interview. Just drop me an email or comment. I'm also curious to know how the value of each item works. How is insurance evaluating the value of each of the sneakers and their true secondary market value? I don't think they know much about the market, and it's not rare for insurance companies to overpay. So, I don't know, is it possible that maybe these robberies ended up being profitable for the store? Again, not accusing anyone of insurance fraud, but by chance, is it fair to say that it's possible that this could actually end up being profitable for a store. This is just something to think about. As always, I like talking and thinking about things that everyone else likes to ignore just because I'm curious. If you guys found this interesting or entertaining, let me know in the comments below and we could check out some more cases like this and talk about it. And of course, to the store owners of the Flea Club, I do hope that insurance overpaid you guys rather than underpaid, because it seems like you are just innocent victims working hard to try to make your business succeed, and you're even doing good for your community, which I fully support. I hope you guys are able to get everything set up as soon as possible. Now, another thing that might be even more interesting to talk about, or even investigate, is the actual criminals responsible, because it seems like this same group may be targeting other local shops too. And the real crime that they're doing is undercutting you on StockX, because they have a 100% margin no matter what. They don't give a Obviously, kidding. But if you enjoyed this type of video, leave a like and comment so I know to make more of them. Remember, you could also join Endurance with the link in the description below for limited time if you're looking to broaden your horizons as a reseller into other markets beyond just sneaker reselling. With that said though, have a fantastic rest of your day, and of course, good luck on all upcoming future releases.